If your property needs you all day, that's not a sign you're doing it right. It's a sign something isn't built yet, not broken, missing. Because when a system is built properly, it doesn't need you for every small decision. But let's look at how this actually plays out. You wake up, you check your phone. There's something waiting. Hey, just wanted to check on that. You respond, handled it, and you move on. Later that day, another message. Different tenant, different situation, same pattern. You pause, think about it, type out something, and adjust it, then send it. Now multiply that across your week. Not emergencies, not major issues, small things, constantly. And here's the part that feels normal. You don't question it because it looks like responsibility. You're responsive, you're involved, you're handling things. But step back for a second. Why do all these decisions need you? Not should, need. Why does the system pause until you respond? That's the part most people never examine. Because if the answer is everything depends on me, then the system isn't running, it's waiting. Now let's go one layer deeper. A tenant texts you, hey, I might be a few days late this month. You read it, and now something happens internally. You start thinking, is this a good tenant? Have they been late before? Should I work with them? What makes the most sense here? That entire thought process is the system, not the lease, not the policy, that moment. And now every situation becomes that, a decision, followed by your judgment. Now look at what that creates over time. Tenants don't just interact with rules, they interact with patterns. If I ask, I might get flexibility. If I explain, it might change the outcome. If I wait, nothing happens right away. That's not manipulation, that's adoption. They're learning how your system actually works. Now stack that across rent, maintenance, guest, parking, communication, noise, and suddenly your entire property operates the same way. Everything becomes situation, you, outcome. That's the structure now. You are the system, and that feels fine until it doesn't. Because now something else starts happening. You can't fully step away. You check your phone more. You think about situations longer. You feel like something always needs your attention, even when nothing major is happening. That's pressure. And that pressure builds slowly, not from one big issue, from hundreds of small ones. This is where most landlords misread the situation. They think, I just need better tenants. I just need less drama. I just need things to calm down. But calm doesn't come from fewer problems, it comes from fewer decisions. Right now, your property creates decisions. That's why it feels like work, because work isn't coming from volume, it's coming from involvement. Now, let's flip it. Imagine a tenant has a question, but they don't reach out because they already know the answer. Not guessing, not hoping, knowing. A situation comes up, but it doesn't need discussion because the outcome is already defined. Now the system moves without you. That's leadership, not louder, not stricter, clearer. Where most decisions don't require you because they were already made. That's when something changes. The messages drop, the follow ups disappear, the constant thinking stops, and for the first time, the property feels lighter. Not because you're doing more, because the system is finally doing its job. If everything needs your attention, you didn't build a system yet.